30-day program, which is Relax, Release, Reset. And don't think of it as like, oh my God, she wants us to just relax and like that's a program. No, that's not what it's about. It's about to reset. So really what is required to help to balance your hormones better, right, is to do some of the things for your body and for your life where you relax, release, and reset. Like release limiting beliefs, release these excuses and these stories that you tell yourself, begin to trust yourself again. So often like, well, I can't lose the weight, or I can't do this, or I don't know how to exercise, it's just not working. So women get caught up in these little details, right? And get caught up in around in circles and going in circles and nothing seems to work, and I try this and I try that, trying a million things at once, right? Like getting so scattered and so confused because there is a lot of information out there, lots. The thing is when you go from one person to another person to another person to another thing. Oh, Sally said this worked. Jane says this works. So-and-so says this works, right? Hi, Glenda. Then what happens is you do get confused. And then when you follow someone else who does not understand the midlife phase, right? Midlife beyond, how your body's changed. And then you're eating according to what they say, or you're exercising according to what they say. The thing is that you are different now. Okay, that's the thing, you are different. But also, what I also wanted to jump on and talk about was not only the new program and how I think it's absolutely amazing. And for 30 days, this is incredible. You should get in. The price is going to be over $200 next time I do it. But what it is that you can have these excuses and stories why you can't, why it doesn't work for you, why it hasn't worked for you, all of these things, right? But you don't realize that they are just really that, the excuses, the stories, it's things you've been telling yourself, it's things that you believed for so many years. But it's also because you haven't really been directed or guided or supported in the right direction, as in, here are some things to consider that are going on, and then you finding your way, the way the eating that works right for you. I have clients, some of them eat meat, some don't eat meat, some are vegan, some are vegetarian, some are paleo, whatever. It's not about that, okay? It's not about that. This is not a cookie cutter program. And why I work with food and mindset and soul work, spirit soul work, right, is because those things are what's needed to feel whole as a person, to actually stay on track, to actually feel good about yourself, to actually make changes and shifts within you that create the outer changes, right? You can do, you can make all the recipes, you can buy the ingredients, you can buy the recipe books, you can have all the things in your fridge, but if you don't stick with it, if you get overwhelmed, if you get stressed, if you emotionally eat, if you binge, if you give up on yourself, if you don't trust yourself, if you're angry with yourself, all of those things, it doesn't matter if you have all the right recipes, right? You know yourself. If you are somebody who's like, I got this, all I need is a recipe book, I follow it, I follow the plan, I lose the weight, I feel great, my energy's great, I stick with it forever, right? So few people can actually do that. And that's why I have set up my programs, because I saw where women were, I knew myself, I didn't know what to do in midlife. I was completely confused. I had to find my way. There was no one, and I mean no one, to show me the way. Yes, there was like Christiane Northrup. I read her books about what was going on in my body. I also read a book called The Midlife Fat Cell. So I began to read. There was really no YouTube. There was no Facebook. So I really had to read books. I had to devour research and information and study, take nutrition, do all this for myself. I was a personal trainer too. So I knew the exercise, post-rehab conditioning specialist, yoga instructor. So I had all the health and wellness, and I just really got deep into it according to midlife, what's going on in someone's body. And that means perimenopause, menopause, and postmenopause, right? So really understanding what goes on. And knowing that, yes, this is a very, very, very important time in life. This is the time I think it is one of the biggest times in your life, and you don't even realize that. That's why I think there are so many emotional up and downs of it, because it is like your soul, your spirit's calling you, your body is speaking to you loud and clear, as in symptoms, illnesses, feeling tired, anxiety, stress. Your body, that's how it speaks to you. It is telling you that things need to shift and change, right? And so that's what I felt. I came into awareness of big time. I had my journey through this, realizing I changed the food and then realizing it's not just the food. I really need to, because I ended up in adrenal fatigue, right? I need to work on my time for me, valuing myself, putting myself as a priority and actually being okay with that. Right, really learning I need to take care of me. I need to take care of me. Otherwise, I am going downhill. I'm feeling too emotional, too overwhelmed, too stressed, crying all the time. I don't want to be around anybody else. Everybody's frustrating me. I'm angry a lot. I'm feeling resentful because I do too much. All of these things, right? And then you think that you are stuck in that. I have to do this job. So I quit jobs. I started my own stuff, right? Because it really led me to look at how I wanted to live my life. I knew that I didn't want to be the way I was, right? So instead of just sitting in that, playing the victim, wallowing in it, feeling helpless, feeling hopeless, feeling powerless, I chose another way. Because I'm like, no, I'm somebody who loves freedom and independence. So if I love my freedom and independence, I need to create that type of body and life for myself. I'm the only one who can, right? And so you can look around and you can go, well, I have this situation and I have that situation and this person relies on me and I do it. You have created that life for yourself, okay? You are the only one to blame for where you are now. And I don't want to say blame, that's really, really bad. It's okay where you are. It's totally okay, right? So the journey of this 30 days is also pure acceptance, respect, and love for yourself. And accepting what is. So coming to a place where you are okay and you can calm down, you can let the stress go, and you can say, you know what? I'm not going to beat myself up. I'm not going to feel resentful. I'm not going to whatever. I'm going to fully accept where I am, love myself completely, and then I will take action from there. So when you take action from such a powerful place, such a loving, powerful place, can you imagine how good that does for you and the people in your life, right? When you're coming from a loving, respectful place of yourself, you tend to be that way with others. And then everything goes smoother, right? Everything goes smoother. So that's what we're also working on in this 30-day program. Yes, you get the food stuff. We're also going to do what's called a hormone reset, where you 3-day cycles. There's certain foods you give up for 3 days, and it's another certain food. And that helps to reset some very important hormones that have to do with weight, energy, and health in midlife. Okay. So we're resetting these certain really crucial hormones that you don't even hear about all the time. That are very important for midlife, because you can end up in insulin resistance. You can end up in something called leptin resistance. You can end up in estrogen dominance, causes fibroids, cancer, fat, gaining a lot of weight, right? So there's certain hormones in your body that certain foods affect, and the way you eat affect. And so during this 30-day program, you are going to learn all about that. And it's really easy. You just have to give up a food for 3 days, then you give up another thing for 3 days, then another thing. You guys can do that, right? You don't even have to take part if you don't want to. As well as we're going to be doing the mindset shifts, the working on fully accepting and loving yourself, and working and starting from that place, right? Looking at your life and yourself and your mindset and all that from the place of full acceptance and love, staying calm, centered, grounded, and you're going to learn how to do all of that stuff. It doesn't take time at all. So we're going to be learning all these very, very, very crucial things that in 30 days, if you take place and if you take part in this program for 30 days, if you're in the Facebook group, if you're on the live trainings, 3 live trainings a week with me, where I help you ask me questions, we go through your stuff, whoever's on the live video, and you can post within the group every single day what you're eating, any shifts that you're coming up, any frustrations you're having, any questions you have, every single day. And I guide you, I answer specifically for you, and I guide and help you through this whole process. In 30 days, you will have huge changes in your life for the better. You will feel, guaranteed, more calm, centered, and joyful. You will have let go of a huge amount of stress, overwhelm, frustration, resentment. Okay, I know, because it's happened in all of my programs. Usually I do 21, this is going to be 30, so this is going to be even more powerful. dianamarchand.com/reset, RESET 330. And if you've been in my 21-day programs before, you will get a special price. So contact me. I have a link for you for a special price. And those people who do my programs get discounts on my future programs. All right. Much love to you guys. Come and join us. If you have any questions, message me on Facebook or comment below, and I'd be happy to speak with you.